Hey, Brett here with Chesh. So I'm going to work my way up to box splits. I'm going to do it as pancakes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up my hips with Blaster first. Blaster as a reminder. I'll start in the tabletop position. I'll swing, say, one of my feet up. I'll start with the right foot, turn the foot out maybe a little bit, slide the left knee, my left knee back, and then I'll rest into this. So this will be a nice hip opener. And then I'm also going to do, like last night I did a prone version of butterfly bound. I'm going to do a pose called frog pose. In frog pose, it looks similar, but the difference is you leave your legs straight. So my feet are pointing out, spreading my knees apart, and then I hold myself up like so and just rest into the hips. So that's what I'm going to do after I do Blaster. And then finally, pancake. And for pancake, I found sitting on a brick last night. It worked really well. So I'll sit on a brick, flail out my legs. I'm not going to do it right now. And then I'll lean into it. Except hopefully my legs will be quite a bit wider by that point. So that's my plan for tonight. And I'm just back to working on side splits for a bit before I get back into a different routine. See you later. Ready to go? Okay, here we go. Now, how are we going to do it? I'm just going to do a quick one because, yeah, let's do quick. Let's do 3 minutes. Yeah. Alexa, 3 minute timer. Excellent. Alexa, stop. So how you do that? Anyway, just messing around. I haven't got time to mess around. Well, I've got that all twisted around, Chush. How have I managed to do that? Yeah, it's still pretty twisted, but it's better. Hello. Oh, wow. That's tight. Wow, it's sore. Alexa, 4-minute timer. So this is an asymmetrical pose, which means I can do one side a little bit longer. Alexa, how long is the next timer? Yeah, okay, that's right. And so I'm going to give myself another minute, which is 33% longer from 3 minutes, 3 minutes to 4 minutes, 33%. But another minute's a good enough difference that slowly over time, you'll get closer to balance. And the nice thing about balance is the more you're balanced, the better your posture, the better your posture, the less likely you're going to trip and fall. The less likely you're to trip and fall, the less likely you actually do trip and fall. And when you do, you tend to fall more symmetrically, so you don't do as much damage to your body. And there's even research to back that up with respect to Tai Chi practice, but it also applies to this practice, I believe. Though interestingly, Tai Chi has changed how I walk. So I can still trip, but I'm less likely to trip often if I'm walking in a particular way where I'm actually using my psoas muscle on my hips to propel my foot forward. So actually, my back foot, which is planted, has the weight, and I use that to as a hook point for my hip, and I push the opposite hip forward, which pulls the foot forward. And by doing that, hello, hello, Chesh. And by doing that, if that foot while moving hits something, it's loose. It's not got any weight on it. Of course, it wouldn't have any weight on it because it's moving forward, but I haven't got my weight forward. I've got my weight on my back foot. So therefore, when I bump my foot into stuff, I'm a lot less likely to fall. And I've noticed that quite a bit lately. Oh yeah, this side is probably better. So remember, it's how it feels, not how it looks. I'm getting a nice huge stretch on the outside of my left hip here, under here, and certainly not quite as much on the right hip flexor. But there, now that's better on the hip flexor. So I'm getting everything this stretch is meant to give right here. And I'm getting a little bit easier with the pillow, though I'm going to need to slide forward because my toes are getting crushed against the wall. And I didn't really come out of the pose there much. Alexa, stop. That was 4 minutes? God, you feel like 4 minutes at all. Just a few more seconds. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that was good. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty balanced. Yeah, okay. All right, next pose is frog pose. Now, frog pose is going to open up the hips. And that's why I suspect when I then do pancake or box splits, I'll start at a wider starting angle. Is that right, Chesh? What's up? Actually, no, I'm going to do something. I'm going to my knees just a touch. Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you. Ah, there we go. Oh, that was a nice little pop in my hip. What's my okay? Alexa, 4 minute timer. Right there, pushing in like that. Ay, ay, ay. This right here, this tightness is exactly what stops me from doing snake creeps down in the Tai Chi form. This isn't exactly frog pose. Doing something a little bit different. Alexa, stop. Mm, mm, ch- Wow, it's not that painful, actually. Not too bad, but oh, not sure how that the viability of that one for me. All right, might use these. Okay, wonder how this is going to work. I'm probably too close to the wall, actually. But I'll tell you what, actually, that's pretty good. I'm going to do this for just a second. This is my tighter side, and right here is my limiting, is a early limiting factor as I warm up in this stretch. But something at football, having the knees 100% straight. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need to scoot this way a bit. There we go. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. Ah, yikes. That's not even very far up my back, but I'll get there. Okay. That's a good start, I think. All right. So much for that. Let's try that again. I'm getting a really good stretch right now. And I'm gonna do PNF. Coming down a little bit. Mm. No, 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 no. Oh God, I almost fell for it. That would have been so bad. Oh shit. Pretty tight right there. I had enough tonight. Oh, man, I don't know how long that was. It was long enough, I believe. Hip flexors are hammered. Okay. Oh, I'm getting right here. There you go. Okay, there you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That's just a bonus. Let's see. If I go much higher, I'm going to knock that thing off my neck. No, I don't want to do that.